evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, 2014. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a Manchester man has been charged with criminal homicide after a stabbing Saturday night. Amazon will be hiring 500 new employees at its Murfreesboro facility. Bedford County is planning to build a new $3 million library, but will have to do it without the help of the city of Shelbyville. We'll speak with State Representative Jeb Matheny, and the city of Tullahoma unveils plans for its downtown renovation project. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac knows trucks, and we're kicking off the season with the largest selection of the best trucks available. Check out the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's wider and has more headroom than the F-150 and the Toyota Tundra, and right now it's up to $6,000 off. Or take home this 2014 Chevy Silverado, the truck that leads its class with up to 12,000 pounds towing capacity. So come see us today at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
With over 30 years experience servicing the Tullahoma area, Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler has become a household name in Middle Tennessee. As a family-owned business, Mike and his wife Lisa, along with their sons Jamie, Justin, and Jody, have assembled a crew that delivers quality service to go with quality products. As the only authorized Michelin and Goodyear dealer in Tullahoma, they have become the tire store of choice, being named the Tire and Brake Store of the Year multiple times. They also rent Penske trucks and are an interstate battery dealer. So if you need tires, brakes, mufflers, a battery, or maybe rent a truck, go to the place you can trust. Call Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler at 931-455-5150, located at 732 North Jackson in Tullahoma, Tennessee. To rid yourself of body pain, stiffness, and stress while increasing circulation, visit the Balance Spa in Shelbyville at 731 North Main Street. Or have them visit you at your office for a chair massage. Simon Cow and Maria Keys Gammon give a professional full-body foot or chair massage that makes you feel like new. Call owner Linda Hackle Brown at 931-639-4885 to set your appointment today.
Welcome back. A Manchester man has been charged with criminal homicide after a stabbing at a home Saturday night. Kyle Scott Wallace, age 25, is charged in the death of Donovan M. Denlinger, who was 23 years old. Manchester Police Detective Butch Stewart says officers were called to the Woodrow Street home around 11:30 Saturday night following reports of an altercation. The victim was found in a pool of blood in a front bedroom. He had been stabbed in the chest. The man was pronounced dead at United Regional Medical Center in Manchester. Stewart says there are several witnesses to the crime. The pair allegedly had argued about a woman earlier Saturday evening. Wallace has denied involvement in the death. He is being held in the Coffee County Jail under a $250,000 bond.
In an attempt to meet growing customer demand, Amazon announced last Friday that it is hiring more than 500 full-time employees at its fulfillment center in Murfreesboro. The hourly positions will pick, pack, and ship customer orders. Employees will receive benefits and programs to help pay for college tuition for in-demand fields. Rutherford County Mayor Ernest Burgess said, quote, "Rutherford County continues to be very fortunate to have Amazon as one of its major employers. The announcement of more than 500 new full-time positions with comprehensive benefits is exciting news for all of our citizens. This will continue to strengthen the ability of our families and businesses to thrive and prosper," end quote. The Murfreesboro facility opened on September 26, 2012, when it shipped its first customer order to a customer in Addison, Illinois.
Tennessee revenue collections for December fell below collections for the same month last year. Finance and Administration Commissioner Larry Martin reports that state revenue collections for December were $966.6 million, which is 1.59% below December 2012. Martin says total revenues for December was lower than expected, primarily due to under-collections in sales and corporate taxes, even though December revenues include Black Friday and after Thanksgiving sales. sales. Martin added, quote, "We believe having 6 less days of shopping after Thanksgiving 2013 compared to the previous year accounts for the under-collection, but January's report will give us a more complete picture of Christmas retail activity. Because of anticipated revenue shortfalls this year, we will closely monitor our collections and spending for the remainder of the current fiscal year and work closely with the legislature for the adoption of a balanced and responsible budget for the 2014-15 fiscal year," end quote. On an accrual basis, December is the 5th month in the 2013-2014 fiscal year.
A landmark Manchester restaurant was destroyed by flames last Thursday. Manchester firefighters were called to the J&J restaurant on Murfreesboro Highway early Thursday afternoon. Fire units from Tullahoma were also dispatched to assist Manchester firemen. Authorities say the blaze started in the kitchen grease pit. Restaurant patrons were unaware of the fire and were warned to get out of the building by the owner of the adjacent CarQuest parts store. Grease accumulation in the frame structure hampered efforts to control the fire. No injuries resulted from the blaze. The building, valued at around $75,000, is a total loss. A restaurant had operated at that location for more than 50 years.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Breeze Inn Market has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. Bedford County is looking to build a new library which will cost around $3 million. So far, about half that amount has been raised through pledges and donations, including a pledge of $1 million from the county. At last week's Shelbyville Council meeting, members opted not to help fund the project. Newsleader's Marilyn Ewing has the story.
Even with over $1.5 million in pledges or in hand, it's still not enough for that structure for the brand new library in Bedford County. Just recently, the Shelbyville City Council failed to pass a request of $200,000.
Strong advocate of the library and of the way it enhances education. And I think the library is a strong show of our support of education. And I do have a little problem with the request for $250,000, but I'm wondering if we couldn't cut that back to at least $175,000 to $200,000. And I believe that would leave us still with over $100,000 in our general fund. So I want to make that motion that we cut it to $200,000.
I think there's quite a bit more money that's not maybe identified as a deep reserve, but it is identified as fund balances that are being carried over. Did Ms. Owen, did you tell us in December that we had roughly a little over $5.5 million in cash unappropriated at this time? Or unallocated? I'm not sure what the term was you used.
The difference between what we budgeted and what our expenses were going to be was around $150,000 for the year. That money is in the bank, but it also has to carry us for the next year of anything that, payroll, utilities. That money comes up and goes down all the time.
But you said $150,000. I thought we had $5.5 million.
I don't know what the bank account number is as of today. What the 150 represents.
Did you say 150,000 or did I misinterpret?
I think you said 150. You meant 5.
And $200,000 to send the message that this town is ready to help education and help progress and help move forward and to help people who want to help themselves. And that's really who's using the library, are people who want to better their education or better their abilities. We spend millions on recreation every year. We don't spend that much on the library. This is one-time money. It's not something that's going to recur every year. But it can send a message that let's start spending some money to help the people of Shelbyville. That's the bottom line to me.
Okay, it's a motion to donate the sum of $200,000 to R.G. Cooper Public Library Board of Trustees. That will be for a one-time donation for a special project.
Okay. Roll call.
Councilmember Rose.
Yes.
Councilmember Meek.
Based on the advice of our city treasurer, I'll have to say no.
Councilmember Feldhouse.
Yes.
Councilmember Landers.
I think a library is a great asset to the community, but when our treasurer is sitting there saying we've only got $150,000, I'm like Mr. Simmons. I want to know the money is there, so I have to say no.
Councilmember Pruitt.
I agree with Thomas, no.
Councilmember Williams.
I also echo the comments from Mr. Landers, and we do have the extra money in the emergency fund, but I know at my home I like to keep my emergency fund a little bit more than 1% of my budget, so I can in good conscience vote for this, so no.
Okay. So it's 4 no's and 2 yeses, and motion fails on that.
As you see, that vote did not pass for the Shelbyville City Council during its January 2014 meeting. But you can watch Marilyn and Company on the very next edition. It's Rayetta Wilson. She is a board member for the R.G. Cooper Public Library, and she assures that the board will appear again before the Shelbyville City Council. That's it for now. I'm Marilyn Ewing, News Leader on 6.
We'll be right back right after these messages.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Ford family has expanded to 2 separate locations. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That means 2 times the customer service and 2 times the inventory. So no matter where you're located, let the Russell Barnett Ford family make your next vehicle purchase a great one. 2 times the inventory, 2 times the customer service. That's the Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Elmacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Welcome back. State Representative Judd Matheny was in our studios last week. Channel 6's Tom Corrington spoke with Representative Matheny about the shortfall in the state's pension fund.
There was a blurb about the fact that unfunded pensions, we're pretty well funded, but it came out that we're 95% funded, and that other 5% is worth about $5 billion or so, which sounds like a problem, but on the hand, so put that in perspective.
Well, if you put it into perspective, nationwide, we're in very good shape. We're in the top 5 states with regards to our pension program being fully funded. We fluctuate between 95 and 97%. Historically, we've been at about 97. Some of the stock market problems and the economic problems we've had over the past 5 years have brought us down to about 95%. And as you said, that's about a $5 billion gap. Now you compare us to states like Indiana, Illinois, California, some of them are less than 40% funded. It's almost unrecoverable for them to be able to pay the pensions that they promised. As a result of our $5 billion gap, we passed a new law last year that requires each employee to pay a little bit more. Every new state hire as of July 1st, 2014 will pay a little bit more into the system in order to have a guaranteed benefit 30 years down the road. Oh. And that will close that gap over time. So we're being proactive, and we're going to try to fix it. And we are the lowest per capita debt state in the union. We have a lot to be proud of, and I believe pensioners in the state of Tennessee have a bright future in front of them.
What do you, you don't necessarily know this, but generally what sort of shape are we in at the county city level?
Generally, it's sort of a patchwork. There's none that I know of, with the exception maybe of some folks in Shelby County that might have some pretty big arrears in their pension programs, and I don't know the numbers exactly. But most of our cities and counties are in pretty good shape. There are some deficits out there, and those deficits, as of 2015, the federal government's going to start requiring that any deficit in the pension system also be put on the balance sheet every year of a city, county, or state's budget. So you will see cities and counties that look very healthy now, or relatively healthy, perhaps look less healthy in the future when they have to put that additional unfunded liability on their balance sheet.
On the balance sheet, yeah. You had an interesting article in the paper 2 or 3 weeks ago about trying to get a bilateral meeting going with the our federal representatives, senators and representatives, and the state. State, I guess, at the level, was this involving the whole legislature?
Yes, sir. What my intent is, and some quick background, there's a huge movement across the country to have a constitutional convention, Article 5 constitutional convention, and that's an unproven way of potentially managing our Constitution. And I'm a little bit worried that that's an extreme way to amend our Constitution, that we need to do it through the normal legislative process, if at all possible. So an idea I floated out there, and I've done it nationally, and it's picking up some national attention. And I thought we were going to get it launched immediately in Tennessee, but it's hitting a few rocky spots. But the bottom line is, it's our state's first ever in 226 years meeting of our federal legislative members, our 9 congressmen and our 2 senators, and our state legislature in an official business meeting. And I've been criticized by a lot of my own colleagues for trying to put this together. that we don't, by saying that we don't have a right to tell the federal government what to do or what have you. And I disagree.
Hogwash.
It is hogwash because we're one of the few donor states left in the country. We give money to the federal government. We should be able to talk to them about what they do. And about 60% of our budget is directly or indirectly tied to federal money and federal rules and regulations tied to that money. So we have every right in the world to talk to our federal legislators. But the bottom line is that,
well, I mean, they don't own the country, you know.
Well,
they don't.
That's right. But our federal legislators, and in particular, our U.S. Senator Lamar Alexander refused to participate, and that's caused a lot of my colleagues on the state level to not want to participate.
Don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Tullahoma native and Major League pitcher Brian Morris, who will tell us what it's like to work at the highest level. Dr. Dan Lawson will tell us about the state of Tullahoma City schools, and we'll hear about how you can help find the missing in Bedford County. All that and more on this week's Living.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Officials from the city of Tullahoma held a meeting last week about the downtown renovation project that's about to get underway. I attended the meeting and bring you this report.
We're real pleased with the turnout. It's good to see the people come out that want to know what's going on. And they have asked some excellent questions and had some good ideas. And that's what this is all about today, is trying to get input from the public so that it'll help us in finishing up the design.
And a lot of work and effort has been put into this. I know you and you and others have put into this.
Well, we have, and we really have a whole lot more to do. But this is a start. Once we've got, once we review any comments that we get today, then we'll put a presentation together that we'll present to our board of mayor and aldermen, and hopefully get their blessing on what we're looking at, or we'll make changes, whatever changes they might want us to make.
And you were saying earlier also, a big chunk of this does depend on what goes on at the state level and grants and so forth, correct, right?
Well, it does. Without the grant money, it makes it awful hard to be able to do a project like this. And the fact that they pay 80% of it, it sure helps us be able to do more projects and, better improvements for Tullahoma.
That's right. And if anyone, say anyone wasn't able to attend tonight, is there a way that they could get a comment in?
All they have to do is they can contact us in Public Works, and at any time.
Right.
If they've got a comment or an idea or something, we're more than happy to have them, contact us down there.
That's great. Well, the presentation here looks really good, and it can do nothing but make downtown Tullahoma better.
We're looking forward to getting it going.
That's right. Well, Wayne, thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
This is a very exciting project for our community. For well over 100 years, downtown Tullahoma has been the focal point of our community. And it's important that downtown be a vibrant, energetic place that people can go shop, eat, and have services. So this is a very, very important project. I'm excited about the project. We've had an excellent turnout tonight. Many of the property owners that will be affected by this improvement are here. And so I also want to say that I appreciate Wayne Limbaugh, the Director of Public Works, for his work. Things like this don't just happen. It takes someone to provide the leadership and to walk it through every step of the way. So there will be some disruption short term to all the businesses downtown, but I think it's something that he's got organized, and I know he'll work hard to keep it as a minimum. What I'm also hoping this project does is spur private development both in and around the downtown area. This, again, it's important that this be a vibrant part of our community, and the critical piece of this, of course, is the private investment. So I look forward to this project. I think it will be an exciting project, and look forward to it getting finished.
And we'll be right back with your weather forecast right after this.
Last month's sales were so good, I need cars now to restock my lot. I'm Keith Barnett at Russell Barnett Kia, and I've come up with a plan. It's my car bazaar. Whether you owe $1,000 or several thousand on that car that you hate, this car bazaar is here to help you out. Do you have a job and $149? My For the People credit approval process is here to help you out. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hurry in before the car bazaar ends. I'm Keith Barnett, and I'm the dealer for the people.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department, need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street, heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one!
Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Hold on. You've got to hear this. I know. How'd I get so lucky?
Every call can be great when you're saving 35% or more. Join the millions who are already saving with Charter Phone.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1932 at 72 degrees. The record low was in 1963 at 0 degrees. Average high on this day is 47, and the average low is 28. Tonight, look for a few clouds in the sky with a low of around 31. Partly cloudy weather expected for Wednesday with a high of 36 and a low of 23. Mostly sunny weather in your forecast for Thursday with a high of 46 and a low of 21. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.